Today's recipe is homemade lasagna. If you'd like to see how it's done, stick around. Today we're going to make lasagna. You'll need a pound of hamburger, 1 onion chopped, 1 garlic clove minced, a cup of tomato juice, a 16-ounce can of tomato sauce, 3 tablespoons of parsley, dried flakes, a teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of dried basil leaves, half a teaspoon of salt, 1½ teaspoons oregano dried leaves, 9 lasagna noodles, a 1/4 cup of parmesan cheese, 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. Okay, we're going to take the lasagna noodles over to the water. I have the ground beef browning, and then a little trick is you put butter around the edge of your pan, and then your pasta water won't boil over. And then we'll let these cook until al dente, not quite done. So we'll come back to that. We'll finish browning the hamburger. Okay, we're going to chop up the onions and the garlic. Add in the garlic and the onion, and we'll let that cook till it's translucent. Okay, the hamburger and onions are done. We're going to go ahead and add the tomato sauce, and it's a total of 16 ounces. And then 1 cup of tomato juice. And then we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of parsley, one teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of basil, and then we're going to add a teaspoon of basil and a teaspoon and a half of oregano. Then we're going to take this back to the stove and we're going to simmer it for a ½ hour. Okay, the noodles are cooked. And I'm going to cover the hamburger stuff and let that simmer. And see, they're a little, not 100% done, just a little. That's what you want. So the juices of the sauce kind of pick up. Spray the pan. And then I like to make mine in an 8x8 pan. You can do a 9x13 if you wish. So I just cut my noodles down. And another thing I like to do, in the middle layer, I like to use double noodle, but you do not have to do that. Okay, I'm going to bring this over and we're going to start layering up our noodles and sauce here. This has been simmering for about a ½ hour. Okay, we're going to start layering our noodles in the pan. 3 on the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and put sauce to cover the noodles. Okay, we're going to put in half the bag of cheese. And we're going to do our next layer of noodles. Like I said, I like to do 2. And if you like ricotta cheese, you can put that on top of the noodles if your family likes that. Mine does not. So you can just put a thin layer over each noodle, the first and second layer. Okay, more sauce. And then the rest of the cheese, mozzarella. Okay, and the final layer of noodles. And then the remaining sauce on top of that. And then just let it cover all the noodles. Okay, and then you take your Parmesan cheese. I don't really measure it, I just sprinkle it so it covers the top. And then you'll bake that for 45 minutes at 350 or until everything's boiling or bubbling. Put it in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. I just lay a piece of foil over it for the first half hour and then I remove it for the last 15 minutes. Okay, the lasagna is done. We also made some garlic bread to go with it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.